Oh. So, this is going to be interesting. So, yeah. For anyone who's been paying attention to my upcoming vids and stuff, This is completely out of the blue. And it sort of is. Let me explain some things first that'll sort of lead up to why I am playing this right now. So a few years ago in college, I finally got around to playing World of Warcraft, and I had an Orc Warlock on some server. I don't remember what server it was, and I never got in a guild. It wasn't working out too exciting without a guild. I was running Lower Blackrock Spire and Upper Blackrock Spire and that kind of stuff, trying to get ready for Molten Core, trying to get the gear I needed to actually get picked up in a guild, or just if a guild needed somebody, then I'd be able to get in there. I actually got into a ZG or something, some 20-man instance out in the jungle somewhere. I don't know. But I was a real noob back then. Basically, the one I was doing, it's a 20-man instance, and I pulled the aggro off of the boss, and so the group the whole raid basically wiped because of me. It was pretty sad. Yeah. So, anyways, I kind of stopped playing for a little bit, but sort of worked on leveling up all the other classes as alts. So I got all the other classes to low to mid 20s just from solo grinding and stuff. That kind of fell away. But then the next year, a couple months before Burning Crusade came out, a couple of my new dorm neighbors, the freshman kids, I shouldn't call them kids, they were cool dudes, but anyways, they said they were going to be re-rolling characters to play Burning Crusade, so I re-rolled a human warrior, so on a different server, of course, because I was at Orc Warlock before. So I re-rolled this human warrior, and all the people in my college, there were a couple other guys besides those two that I was playing with, besides my neighbors, I mean. All those people kind of lost interest. I way out leveled them, and I'm not sure if any of them actually hit 70. Like, I was like 58 or something like that when Burning Crusade came out. And it was actually pretty sweet. Because I ended up getting jewel crafting or whatever it's called. And I was one of the first people on the server. It was a pretty low population server. But I was one of the first people on the server to really level that up to whatever it is, 350 maybe, I don't know, some large number, whatever the cap is at 70. And so I was making kind of a lot of money off of that, riding around on my flying mount, going to the different ore deposits on the map, because they always spawn in the same locations. Like, some of them won't be there one time, but if you just fly circles around the map, you'll notice exactly where they spawn. And since I was like one of the only jewel crafters, I was making like tons of money in the auction house. So yeah, I ended up in a guild, and I was the third person in my guild with an epic flying mount. It was pretty sweet. But the server was just really underpopulated, and so I basically quit when the place where Illidan was, I forget what it was called, whenever that came out. Since right about then my guild fell apart. Yeah. It was just kind of ugly. We were already having trouble getting through the 10-man dungeon. And or the 10-man raid. It was called I don't even remember what it was called right now. But anyways, it was where the tier 4 stuff happened. Or started happening. I think. Anyways. So yeah, our guild only made it like halfway through there before it fell apart. And then, so between that, not having a guild again, and the